Visa stock is down 8% over the last 5 days. It's been really, really bad, especially after President Trump has called for a 10% cap on credit card interest rate. And many people don't really understand, why is Visa even going down? Why is MasterCard going down? Visa and MasterCard are not banks, so they're not going to benefit if it's 10% or 20 or 30%. They're not collecting the interest. JP Morgan is collecting the interest. American Express is collecting the interest. It's not Visa, it's not MasterCard. So why are those stocks going down? I have my own theory around this. And I believe, and based on what JP Morgan and a lot of analysts said, they said that if interest rates are capped at 10% on credit cards, the credit card companies will be incentivized to reduce the credit limit on a lot of people, or they even have to maybe deny credit to a lot of people or cancel a credit card of a lot of people because they have lower credit scores, they're risky borrowers. So it doesn't make sense for the banks to, only charge 10%. It doesn't fit in their risk profile. So they have to cancel their credit cards or lower the limits in general. Now, if they do lower the limits and if they do cancel the credit cards, Visa and MasterCard will not benefit a lot, and they will be hurt mainly from lower transaction volumes. They make most of their money through transaction volumes, and if you have a lower credit limit or a lot of people have their credit cards canceled, that's going to lower the transaction volume. And I think this is why Visa and MasterCard have been going down. Now, I don't believe this is justified because most of the business of Visa is international. Like 24 billion is international. United States is only 50 billion, and out of the 15 billion, there's only a small portion of people with lower credit scores and just bad credit in general that could get their credit card canceled. So I don't believe the sell-off is justified, but I think this is why Visa and MasterCard have been going down. Now, in terms of Visa, it's still putting up great numbers, a little bit lower than before. They used to grow earnings per share, mostly around 11, 12%. Now they're growing at about 11% on a constant currency basis, and this is still not bad at all. Earnings per share was 10%, also not bad at all. The company has 50% net income margin, very high net income margin. It has decelerated, but still 50% is really amazing. Now, the main reason why I believe Visa and MasterCard have kind of gone down on this news more than they should is because of the valuations. The valuation of MasterCard and Visa, they were too excessive. Visa was trading at about 27, 28 times earnings. Now trading at 25 times earnings, a little bit better, but I think the multiples in general were excessive, and this is why something like Visa and MasterCard went much more than American Express and other companies that are actually affected by this. I think the valuation was a little bit extended. Now, for my valuation model on Visa and MasterCard, I'm mainly looking at earnings per share growth of an average of sometimes 14%, sometimes 11, 12%. So if we take in a 12% earnings per share growth and almost a 1% dividend, that's like a 13% annual return. From the current price, excluding a multiple expansion or contraction, I could see 12, 13% annual return, which is really not bad at all. But this is my calculations on Visa for me to be like a generational buying opportunity. If I want to buy it at 25 times earnings, which where the stock tends to bottom, it has to be trading around $319 or under $319 per share. For me to get it at 24 times earnings, this is pretty much where I bought the stock at back in 2024. It was trading at 24 times earnings at $254. I would have to buy Visa around $306 per share. So for me, Visa over here is a decent buy. I could see 12, 13% annual return. I don't believe this is like a generational buying opportunity and something that I should be FOMOing in. I think it's a good sell-off. I think the company is presenting decent value, but I'm not seeing life-changing gains from Visa at today's price. And if you're looking for 12, 13% annual return, I think Visa could deliver it from here and MasterCard could deliver it from here. But if you're looking for 15% plus, I'm not really seeing it from here. And if it does trade around 24 times of $306, then you also have the potential of a multiple expansion, which could potentially take the stock up to 15, 16, 70% annual return. So for me, Visa here is okay. It looks good. I think it's a decent buy, but for it to be like an amazing buying opportunity, I would have to get it around $300 per share. And that's my quick opinion on Visa, since a lot of you have asked me. It was not financial advice. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please press the like button and maybe consider subscribing. So I'll talk to you in another video.